So we just gonna talk about it because I want to talk about it. So there is an occult that keeps fucking with me. You know, it's like they're trying to get my attention. You got to be trying to get my attention because, like, with the little petty stuff that you're doing, it's attention seeking. So you got to be, it's not serious work. So I'm just like, well, they must be trying to get my attention. But what they want my attention for? It's crazy because I keep seeing the name Sophia. Sophia keep popping up everywhere. So, you know, I had my initiation with Sophia, I want to say maybe a couple of months ago. And I knew she was going to be showing up at some point. And I feel, and that's what I'm saying, because I feel like with these people fucking with me, to me, the shit is coming off like petty and attention seeking. But I think that they have real, like, malice intention, which is why Sophia is showing up. Now, the thing is that when she first showed up, you know, she wanted to heal my incarnation to Het Heru. So Het Heru is an African deity, and I got an incarnation reading, and, you know, she floods my incarnation. So I had experienced food poisoning. So if you know anything about Het Heru, she was poisoned by one of her mentors through honey. You know, he was absolutely crazy and obsessed with her, but she was so, you know, desired by many different deities and cultures, different gods, ancestors. So, you know, secretly it just drove him crazy. So, I mean, I don't know what's wrong with these people. I don't know what's wrong. My thing is, everybody is very inexperienced. Because why are you not checking who you're coming for? I guess you're just seeing me and judging me, you know. But you're not doing, you need to go to the cards. What, y'all don't do tarot? Y'all don't do oracles? Like, I mean, what's up? What's up? I know that my family was doing work on me this weekend, trying to play in my energy and shit. It's just so worrisome. It's just like with everything that I've been through, I'm immune to a lot of this stuff. I'm immune to it. I can pick it up immediately. Like, I'm trying to, you know, Sophia is a big deal. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have been connecting to more of the darker feminine. Well, my thing is that is home. I'm a dark woman. You know, so those are my roots. You know, I am a part of the underworld. I just don't, is Hades again? Right, so that's why it's so petty. Right, because he's not trying to hurt me, he's just trying to get my attention. But Sophia tired of his ass, ain't she? Right. I do not want to rule the underworld. I'm not going to keep coming. We're not going to keep talking about this. And the thing is that you're trying to multiply in many ways of my life. But it seemed like you think that the negative gets more of my attention, but you see that it really doesn't. It just forces me to have to confront your ass. No, thank you. No, thank you. And every time, I'm always polite about the invitation. No. No. We are not going to keep going through this. Well, it's a lot of shit that I'm realizing I'm just going to have to accept, because, you know, it is what it is. This is the life. So I do not want to rule the underworld. I don't understand why they keep trying to. And then I keep having like a lot of past life triggers. But the thing is that we are not here to repeat. We are not here to repeat past lives. We are here to reconcile and recreate new beginnings. Just like when I tell black folks with that racist shit, everybody want to revert back to, oh, my ancestors were tortured and I could never forgive what happened to my ancestors. Well, goddamn. If you don't heal and move on, then what was the point of the suffering and paving the way that your ancestors did, it just goes in vain. They suffered. That was their sacrifice, so you don't have to suffer. But you want to stay in the hatred of the past and stay in racist. And that racist shit, that's what I'm saying. I want to live on the outskirts. I don't want to rule over anything. I want my freedom. That's what I want. And with my gifts, with my power, with my talents, I want to be able to contribute to helping making the world a better fucking place, even though it will never be. But that is okay. As long as I play a role and do what I can do, it brings me peace. It helps with my deeply disturbance. And somebody has, I don't know why you think I have a toxic imagination. I don't. I am not loony goony out here. Like somebody is trying to get me to compare a situation to the movie Twilight. Bitch, this is not a movie. I'm not choosing between a wolf and a vampire. Although it feels that way. I feel like sometimes people try to take my interests, they try to take the things that I like, and they try to use it against me to make it seem like there's something seriously wrong with me or something. And it's just like, no. What? And I just don't have the patience or the tolerance to explain myself over and over and over again. But there are times to where, I'm just like, damn, I'm still explaining myself over and over again. Well, I'm going to continue to say it. It needs to be said. Because I know that my words hold power. It breaks you out of it. Let's go to another store. It breaks you out. But it's like without me cutting the cord and delivering the truth, it's like whenever I'm not consistently doing that, it's like motherfuckers go to sleep and they forget. So when they forget, it's like they turn into zombies. And then once again, they trying to come for me again. And then I gotta speak up and give the truth to cut the attachment. I'm just like, wow, like when so what is the zombie consciousness on the rise? Is that what this is? Like, I mean, what's there is a such thing as zombie consciousness. Motherfuckers who think like zombies. Always drugged up. Always want to be drugged up. Just out here, just hypnotized. In a trance. Don't really know what's really going on. And we're talking about the consciousness. We're not talking about like crackheads or heroin addicts that you see like walking around looking like zombies. No, I'm talking about the brain. It's crazy because my son, he did a project he had to do a project on imagining there was like a zombie apocalypse. And so individuals try to like spiritually recreate his zombie project through spell work. You know what I'm saying? And I was just like, and of course it was my son's father's family. And I'm just like, they are so stupid. They are idiots. Why would they do this? Now they're going to have to deal with this. So that's what I'm saying. Like, people just do stuff. People do stuff to themselves. Like what on earth possessed you to where you thought you was going to try to use my son's project against him to where you're trying to create like zombies, people with the zombie consciousness to try and fuck with him. Like that is so childish and ridiculous. Like that screams childhood issues. That screams emotional immaturity. I'm just like, Right. You know, you can tell who's professional because they're sophisticated with what they do. It's not easily detected, and it's not something petty. But the thing is that nobody like really knows me. You know, like I said, like people misjudge me all the time. That is my cloak. That is another gift. So therefore, you know, as transparent as I may be, and even when it comes to twin flames, with being able to see straight through me, well, there are times to where you're really not going to know what's up or what's going on. And that has a lot to do with, it's kind of like when the wheels in their head start spinning, they start coming up with these ideas, you know, they start feeling some kind of way towards me, start sending me evil eye, cruelty, ill will, all this type of stuff. You know, they're sending a signal out to the universe, and then it's just like the signal is connected to me. You know, do you know how bright I shine out here in the spirit? I'm saying. So it's kind of like the moment, that's what they just don't know. It's like somebody trying to go for a celebrity, and then on top of that, they're like being open about it and talking about it and shit. Like, what? Everybody knows that person. So with you trying to go for that person, that's not smart at all. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? I got beautiful connections from very powerful people I ain't even met yet. You know, when you are about this, when you are about this life, when you really are like gifted and talented, and when you're on a certain level, you will meet other gifted and talented individuals too. And it seems like baby, you got the keys. What's wrong with you? You don't want to hear me talking? Okay. Come up, be a minute. I'll be up there. So, because we just had a situation to where motherfuckers was trying to do the craft. And the thing is that motherfuckers know that I know when they do it. So it's kind of like they'll do it, and when I break the spell, it's like, instead of waiting to see, it's like they stay close to the magic because they know I'm gonna break it as soon as I pick up on it. So then when I break it, they go in and try to do it again. They set it up that way, you know. So I was just like, wow, back to back. You know, I could feel I got two entities. So, you know, it's and then on top of that, you know, I'm intuitive too. So, I mean, I got like 3 eyes. They don't understand that it's over. But that's only for the individuals with ill will. But for this occult that keeps wanting me, you know, once again, you know, no thank you. No thank you. So, I do though. I love the darkness. Because that's my shit, man. That's where I'm good here. I'm good. Like, I love my worldly talents, you know, but my spiritual gifts, my spiritual talents are just, they fucking rock. I love them so much. You know, I'm not going to say I love them so much more because, you know, but that's what I'm saying. That's why I was gifted with so many talents, because God already knew, you know, God already knew it won't for the world. God knew that I was going to know early on that it's not for the world. My gifts were not for the world. You know, in the Bible, it says you're supposed to use your gifts to bring money. I understand that, you know, and I can do what I can do, but I'm not a worldly woman. So I'm not really going to be operating in the world in a way to where, you know, I'm going to be making like fucking buku ass money. My thing is that, man, my gifts, my talents, they help me.